Hello everyone, I am Monish Sunwar from Everbrisk and today I'll be discussing about the programmers in this video. So, who are programmers? A programmer is an individual that writes or creates computer software or applications by giving the computer specific programming instructions. Alternatively referred to as a coder or a software developer, a programmer is an individual who writes code or creates software for a living. Most programmers have a broad computing and coding background across multiple programming languages and platforms including structured query language SQL, HTML, C, C++, JavaScript, Python, etc. The term computer programmer can refer to a specialist in one area of computers or to a generalist who writes code for many kinds of software. A programmer may work in variety of settings ranging from small firms to large IT companies and be involved in any of the components related to system programming including system conception and designing, system development, writing code, testing, debugging, implementation, maintenance, system instructions. A programmer works according to the specifications provided by a system analyst or senior programmer. After completing a program design, a programmer converts the design into a series of codes or instructions that the computer can run and execute, making use of a specific programming language and required platforms. After converting the design to code, a programmer runs the code and looks for bugs and errors. If a programmer finds codes errors, appropriate corrections are applied and the program is rerun. The programmer tries to perfect the code through process of trial and error until reaching an acceptable error level and continues this process throughout the life of a program, as software and programs are never truly perfect or finished. So there are generally four types of programmer. One is computer hardware programmer. So computers have their own machine language that they are able to understand and take instructions from. Computer hardware programmers write these instructions in a specific machine language code so that a computer knows what to do when someone presses the power button, types on the keyboard, or uses the mouse. They also write code so that text can be displayed when the computer turns on. Computer programs or collections of instructions are put in permanent memory storage so that as soon as someone turns on their computer, a programmed information is displayed that prompts the user to choose what the computer does. Computer hardware programmers are also involved in researching, designing, developing, and testing computer equipment. Second one is web developer. Computer programmers that design, create, and modify the millions of websites found on the internet are called web developers. These types of computer programmers use software that allow them the ability to dictate what kinds of functions people are able to do when they access a website. Web developers start by analyzing a user's needs before designing and structuring a website. They also add applicable graphics, audio, and video components if needed, often using software designed specifically to enable the creation of web and multimedia content. Even a simple blog needs a web developer that can design the structure, functions, and the information that an audience can see. Not only are web developers responsible for the look of a website, but they are responsible for its performance capacity and sometimes content creation as well. Common programming languages for website include Hypertext Markup Language, JavaScript, Drupal, WordPress, and Joomla. These languages can be customized based on the website owner's need. Third is software developer. Software developers are computer programmers that focus on designing and managing programming functions. A function is a section of organized, reusable code that is used to perform an action. It is possible for software developers to build entire software applications with only functions. These functions, for example, can enable a person to open their tax file, edit their tax documents, and then save or print them. Each type of program is designed differently and has instructions and specific tasks relevant to the company it services. So trying to edit photos in your bank software won't work because the software developers design didn't included any instructions for your bank program to edit photos. Software developers are also develop, design, create and modify programs that run the operating systems for computers, network and even smartphones. In a nutshell, a software developer's goal is to optimize operational efficiency by designing customized software. The fourth one is database developers. A database, an organized collection of data, collects, arranges, sorts, and retrieves related piece of information. It runs behind the scenes of user software and websites and is generally stored and accessed electronically from a computer system. Database developers or database programmers are the people who are responsible for creating and implementing computer databases. These types of computer programmers will analyze the data needs of a company and then produce an effective database system to meet those needs. They will also test database programs for efficiency and performance and troubleshoot and correct any problems that come up. Governments, banks, car dealerships, e-commerce business like Amazon all need specialized business systems and rely on their databases and the database developers who customize and revise them. So I think you have understood about the programmers and the types of programmers. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel to get notified when I upload the new videos. Thank you very much.